That's struggle. Struggle is good. You want to struggle in the beginning because that's going to ease you into the flow process. Consistency, I think, is a combination of taking on tasks that inspire you to continue on, taking on tasks that are slightly above your skill set and matching your skill set. When I say slightly above, I mean 4% above. You must have a struggle phase. You must sit down here and find a challenge that is 4% above your current skill set, right? Maybe it's trying to figure out some keys after using scalar that go along, like some secondary melodies to your chord progressions. Maybe it's, just finding a challenge, but then also balancing that off with something that's going to take you into the next phase, which is called the release phase. You got to have a release from the frustration. A lot of producers don't even get to the release part, better yet flow, because they think that the struggle is a bad thing, but the struggle is literally leading you to that release. So, you see me in here like earlier when I was making this beat, this second beat specifically, I was kind of filling through the keys. I was picking some keys. I was trying to find the right flute sound. That's struggle. Struggle is good. You want to struggle in the beginning because that's going to ease you into the flow process. Struggle a little bit. Find something. That's not quite what I'm looking for. And by struggle, I don't mean that you're sitting here crying or in pain. I mean struggle like it has to be a challenge, right? After that comes the release of, drums. Or I'll save the flute for later. That's part of the release. Then when you let go, it's no different from learning how to swim. Then the flow occurs. One of the most common questions I'm always asked about, how do you balance music and business? Music is an art form, and so is business. When you can get into that space, and it takes time, when you can get into that space to where you turn business into an art form, there is no separate you. There is no balance to balance. It just is a part of you. It's just you doing business. It's you making music. These are just extensions of who you are at the end of the day. You don't have to become somebody else. You don't do bad business. You do immature business. You do short-sighted business, but it's still business, you nonetheless. Don't let anybody out here tell you to abide by their rules of production. There are no rules. You are the breakers of the rules. You guys are the next of the rules. You are going to redefine these rules. You're going to mold these rules. You're going to piss people off. And then one day they're going to look up and ask, how did you do that very thing that once pissed them off? Because now it's the wave. You guys are the wave runners. You're not chasing waves. Business is something that is an art form as well. In the same way that you had to sit down here beat after beat after beat before it became just a little bit easier, business is the same way. And I am in my best when I believe in a product. I'm at my best when I don't have to sell the product, when the product sells itself, when the creator of it is one that shows up and gives value no matter where I go. Cannot have anything around here that's half-assed that has my name on it, because I have to live with that forever. Can't do that. So on that level, I do what I love and I love what I do. 10 minutes ago, I wasn't in the mood to make a beat. I understand that. That's human life. That's human. It's human to get into some of them places. You know what I mean? I think the beautiful thing is you got to remind yourself, instead of putting yourself in a place where you say, I have to make a beat, or I have to do this, or I didn't feel like it, you should replace that with I get to.